in the rubber room for another Create with Chris Lunchtime Live. I'm just going to pop on and make sure I am in the right place. I apologize. I am a little bit late this morning. I've had a morning, right? We all know how those go. And all is good though. I'm here and I'm ready to share a really fun project with you. Just making sure I'm in the right spot, and I am. Hi, Michelle. I'm going to share a card we made at our team meeting last night. Michelle's in Florida, and I bet it's nice and warm there, right? Okay, so last week I teased you a little bit with some wiper cards. And let's see, these are some of the ones that we did. I got together with a girlfriend, Debbie Reynolds, and hi Laura, we just had fun with these little wiper cards. So I decided I would make a wiper card class. This is another one that we did. I love this look. We did, let me see if I can get it up there for you. We did some Wink of Stella on these lips, and then we put the shimmery crystal effects on top of it, and it looks really, I think it looks a lot like a lip gloss. It's super fun. And then you have the little tube of lipstick popping out. And let's see, we made this one with the Hey Birthday chick, and you have the little chick popping out there. I think I need to come this way a little bit. There we go. And then we did this one. I actually started off trying to make a card for my granddaughter who just turned 5. I have no idea how that happened, right? Hi, Kay. Thanks for tuning in and for sharing. And so this one was the little monkey. That is super fun. So last night we did a half a one, like Debbie and I did. And this one actually comes from the other side. So my pull is over on the left instead of on the right. And then if you do a half a card, you have to do a whole card, right? So this was the whole card that we did. And I love this little mischievous mouse. Let's see. Oh, we seem to be getting stuck in there. I don't know what's going on with that. There. Oh, gosh. Let's see if we can get this one working. After our meeting last night, I just moved them all around a little bit, and I'm not sure why this one isn't working, but let's just try it again. So we have that little mischievous mouse. There we go. So he pops up like that. Okay? And then, of course, if you're doing a half a card and a whole card, you need to do a Slimline card. So I couldn't find any tutorials for the Slimline, so I had to do my own. And let's see if I can. There you go. And I love this paper, but I wanted a Slimline card that would fit inside our Slimline envelopes. Okay, so that's the one that we ended up with. And that's the one we're going to make today. So we had all these cute cards last night, and the ones we're using the saying from the Simply Succulents die set or bundle, and then we're going to use the dies from the All Squared Away bundle. I love the dies in this bundle. They you have the 4 squares. And then you have some flowers. And each square has a coordinating flower on the top of it. And they just cut out the frames. So you can see this flower coordinates, these two coordinate with that one. So that allows you to kind of pop up those flowers on the inside if you wanted to. And so these frames really have a lot of versatility with them. And then, of course, you have the matching stamp set, which is always lots of fun. I love things that coordinate, so. All right, I'm running out of space here to to put stuff. Okay, so let's just get our materials out here. All right. And we're going to start off with 2 pieces of basic white cardstock. And they're already scored for you. And I did not bring my measurements over here, but I will put my measurements on here for you. So they are, I think, right by 11 inches. Yep, they are. So it is a piece of Whisper White, or basic white, that is 3.5 by 11, and we've scored it at 1 1/4 and 2.5. So you have 2 pieces that are that same size. And we're just going to burnish them on those score lines. And it's kind of a valley or a mountain fold where the outside edge is going to go in. And then you're going to lift up the outside edge and bring it out. Okay. And then these 2 pieces are going to go on opposite ends of your card. So you're going to have one going this way and one going this way. And that's going to give you that pull mechanism. You can see how that works up there. So what I'm going to do is just tape this part down right now. And I have buried my my stamp and seal, of course. And you can use, we're going to use some liquid glue for our anchor pieces, but you probably are best to use a stronger adhesive, maybe your tear and tape or your green glue in there. Your fast fuse, your, let me see where I put it here. This one, the Stamp and Seal Plus. In fact, I'm going to swap mine out right now and use this Stamp and Seal Plus. Okay? So you can see it's going to go together just like this. And let's put our little top together. Okay, I'm going to put these aside. I'm going to add some green glue to all of my little black frames that I cut out. And I did just cut these out with the dies. Last night, everybody got to cut their own so that if somebody really liked this flower and wanted to do 4 of just this flower, they could do that. So that's the beauty of everybody having their own to be able to cut out. And they're all the same size, so you can kind of intermix them. And we just used some of the glitter paper. It's the ombre glitter paper to put on the back of them. This one has some little dots in there that I didn't get out, but I want to. There we go. And we'll put some glue down here. And you can, if you want, all of your little squares can be cut from the same color of glitter paper. You can use some cardstock back there. It would be really pretty with some of the metallic papers that we have now. Those would be gorgeous on there. So I'm just gonna set these black pieces right on top of the glimmer paper. And I'm going to set them aside and just let them dry for a minute. And by putting the glue on first and going down all 5 of them, it gets a little bit tacky. So it is ready to kind of adhere. And you may, as we're going through, you may find that you have one particular color that you like more than another. And these little squares, let's see, they're 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. And we have some yellow here. All right. So then we have a piece of basic black, which is going to be 8 3/8 by 3 3/8. And then a piece of basic white, that's 8 by 3. So we're just going to put our white, actually I'm going to bring in some of this organdy ribbon. Do you guys love that ribbon? It's like so perfect for this. So I'm going to use some glue dots. How do you like that? Who does that? That's like putting an empty cereal box inside the cupboard, okay? That's just, alrighty. I'm telling you guys, I'm having a day. It's just a day where I'm like, what is going on here? Okay, so this one has some glue dots in it. So I'm just going to put a little glue dot on my ribbon at both ends. And then I'm going to adhere that to my piece of basic white in the back. I'm going to do it down towards the bottom because I want it to go at the bottom of my squares. So I'm just going to adhere that. I'm not going to worry about where my bow is because I'm going to be able to move that if I want to or if I need to. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal this time. Oh, great. There, maybe I am. Wow. Friday fun day here in the rubber room. Okay, now we're going. So I'm gonna put it over top of my ribbon just so that my ribbon stays really flat on there because I don't want my ribbon to pull out. So I'm gonna bring this in and I'm just going to, let me turn it around so you can see this is going to be the bottom of my card. And I think that's nice and straight on there. And then I'm going to put these on top there. So we'll just add a little bit of Stampin' Seal Plus to the backs of these. I, of course, grab the other one. And the Stampin' Seal Plus, got some ribbon stuff stuck there, is really good for the back of these glitter papers. I'm going to trim that just a squoosh there. It looks like it's sticking out just a teeny bit. And it would make me crazy, right? Okay, so I'm going to start off, I think, with the blue. And I actually am going to put this on and build it right while it's on my card. Okay, so I'm going to make it go this way. I just want to make sure that that's the right way. Yep, okay. So we'll open this up and I'm going to put that right there. And again, I'm going to go with my Stampin' Seal Plus on that. Yeah, the Stampin' Seal Plus, you have to have a really light touch with it, or it starts to peel your paper up with it. Okay, so this is going to go right in the center here. Let me make sure you can see that. And I did leave just like a little 1/16 of an inch around there. Oh gosh, I'm getting everything stuck to me now. All right. So there's going to be the front of our card. And we'll start out with this purple one. And we'll kind of go like this. Again, I just want to trim that little teensy bit off that edge there. I think that glimmer paper is so pretty. And I'm just going to kind of gently lay it on there for now, because I want to be sure they're all going to fit. So I'm going to make them all kind of a different spot and a little bit of a different angle too. So we'll have some kind of up higher and some down lower. And then we'll put them like this, okay? And then I'm just going to go in when I get them where I want them and just kind of give it a little push down. And we'll make this one go down a little bit more. Just a skosh more. Okay, so that's going to be the front of our card. And remember, I told you I'm not going to worry about this little bow because I can move that bow. I'm just going to put a finger on the top and the bottom of it, and then I can just move it either way. So I'm going to move it this way just a tad, like that. And I'm going to stick a little glue dot right under there to kind of hold it in place. And then last night, I put out some, what I like to call cheat sheets, because I think they kind of are little cheat sheets. We'll get that going. I think that looks really good for the front of our card. Okay? And so you have this little cheat sheet out that you could pull for the front of your card. It's going to go this way. Okay, so you can pull it for the front of your card and that pops up. All right, and so I had this little cheat sheet out so that you would know exactly where to place this piece. This is a piece of acetate, and you can find one of those in your photopolymer stamp sets. They cover the top, so you can use those, or you can use a window sheet. Either one will work, okay? So I have this piece of the window sheet, and I'm just going to fold the edge so it has like a little pointy corner, okay? And then I'm going to bring in, I'm just going to fold it right up like that. And I'm going to bring in my little bone folder, and I'm going to score it really good. I want a really crisp fold on it. So you can see how I did. I just got a little point right here and then folded it. And I'm just going to kind of work it back and forth a little bit, because you can do this with a piece of cardstock too if you wanted to. And you would want to work your cardstock back and forth so that you have broken down all of the little fibers in your cardstock, okay? So let's get our little cheat sheet out of the way. I'm going to come up about, let's see here, maybe 1 3/4 inches from the bottom. Let's see what I did. 2 inches. So I'm going to take 2 inches from the bottom of my card, and that's where I'm going to put my little fold, okay? And it's going to go in your second folded piece right here. And I am going to do that with a little bit of liquid glue, because you want this to be on there really, really good. Okay. And I'm just going to let it get tacky for a minute. And I'm going to put it up my 2 inches here from the bottom. Okay. And that should be good. I'm just going to let it hold it there for a minute so it kind of dries. And while it's drying, we are going to put my little container of glue on there. Put my stamp set on there because that's really heavy. Okay, so I'm going to take my little circle that I cut out with my dies. I'm going to take some Memento and put my words on there. And we're going to use kind people are my kind of people. If you don't like kind people, feel free to use your own sentiment in here. All right, so we're going to do kind people are my kind of people. And you want to do this without closing your card. The last thing you want to do is fold that other side onto your card because you want to make sure that that mechanism is working before you do that. Okay, so you want one side adhered, but the other side open. And I'm just going to take a little bit of my Stampin' Seal Plus and put it at the bottom of my words. And I actually am going to set those aside. I'm going to close this up onto here. And I'm just going to make sure that that little mechanism is working right. So that when I pull my card, it's going to pop up. See it popping up over here? So it's going to be down. And then when I pull this edge of my card, it's going to pop up. When it pops up, that's how I know where I want this to be. So I'm going to put it right there on my little mechanism. And I'm going to do one more time just to make sure that it's going to pop up and look nice before I put it down. And I think I'm good. I think I like that kind of placement with it. So I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal Plus and put that on this edge. And you probably could have used your Stampin' Seal Plus to adhere your little window sheet too if you wanted to. And then I'm just going to line these two pieces up together and like that. So you'll put it down and your card's going to look like this. And then you're just going to pull this side and up comes your mechanism. And so you have your little pop up there. So I think that's kind of fun. Our tutorial group this month is going to be doing all movable cards. So I'm going to do a little tutorial with my my ladybug. Yeah, so this is the card that I'll do for our tutorial this month. I think this is just so cute. I love this little ladybug, and we just did these two little leaves and cut them out. So you have kind of a nice card like this, and then this one too. I really like that the way this one is with your little mouse guy and then your balloon pop up. Just a quick note to say happy birthday. And then this little guy. So I think that's kind of cute. You can book me anytime. So those are your wiper cards. Thanks for stopping in, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope I see you soon. Bye-bye.